She was in it for love.
He was very charming.
But she says he was in it to steal. A social media love trick that cost this woman thousands of dollars. And the FBI says there's a reason why it's happening more often. I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates. They meet people online, talk a good game, give you an illusion that they love you, but instead, they're out there to manipulate you into giving them money or goods. The FBI says that romance scammers are extremely busy these days, all because of the pandemic.
I just got a random friend request one day.
She says she thought he was good looking. She accepted his friend request. His name was Michael Roy.
After a while, you started to kind of like him, right?
Yeah, after a few weeks of like kind of going back and forth, I think what sparked my interest was that he was very charming, or at least I thought that he was.
For her safety, we're not revealing her name, but she does say that Michael Roy was in her DMs, practically ready to settle down. And after weeks of messaging, they started calling each other babe even. He told her that he was from Boston, but sold iPhones for a living in different countries. He was in Dubai at the time.
He told me that he was in a little bit of a crisis because he claimed that his credit card or his bank card that he used was frozen.
This was at the top of 2020 when COVID-19 first started.
And freezing his account, it left him in a bad position because he claimed that he had only purchased a one-way flight to Dubai. He hadn't purchased a return flight because he wasn't sure exactly when he was going to be coming back to the US.
And so what did he ask you to do?
So he started asking if I could, he first started asking if I could send him money for his hotel bill, because he would have to pay his hotel bill before he could even leave Dubai. And then he was also asking if I could help with his return flight.
A one-way flight to Boston turned into much more. He'd ask for eBay gift cards in $100 increments, gift cards to the Apple Store and Google Play, $300 a piece sometimes.
He said that if I load the money onto a gift card, he was able to go somewhere and get cash for the money from the gift cards.
You would just give him the gift card number?
I would scratch off the code on the back and give him the gift card code.
She says she sent even more money when he allegedly broke his leg, and she was sent this picture. Michael Roy in a hospital bed.
It looks like a cartoon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like obviously, in the middle of the situation, I just thought it was him. But then looking back on it, I'm thinking like, this kind of does look fake.
She says over a 6-month period, she spent $7,000 on gift cards.
Day before he was supposed to leave for his flight, I was sending him messages all throughout the day. He wasn't responding. I thought it was a little bit weird. And then I would say maybe 2 days after he was supposed to already been back in the United States, the account was gone. It was completely disabled.
The Instagram account he was using was @RoyMikey22. Now we searched for it. It is in fact gone. The alleged victim says that she found another Instagram account with the alleged scammer's same face. He's an influencer with over 209,000 followers, but instead of Michael Roy, there's a different name listed on the profile.
He denied everything.
I messaged that same account asking about these scam allegations. You can see he read the messages, but didn't respond.
They come off as charming. They come off as, very interested in you, very loving, but it's all their game.
According to the FBI, online romance scams increased 27% during the pandemic, over $605 million in stolen money. The FBI says that these scammers, they trick their victims into feeling bad for them, blaming the pandemic for their problems. The FBI says that these scammers are using the pandemic too as an excuse to not meet people in person. Here's FBI Special Agent Christine Benning.
From what we can tell, these are usually criminal organizations that work together. And once a victim becomes a victim in that they send money, they will oftentimes be placed on what's called a sucker list, and their names and identities are shared with other criminals, and they will be targeted for future recruitment.
Some red flags to look out for: be careful what you post and make public online. Also, research the person's photo and profile using online searches to see if it's been duplicated. Beware of people who make excuses not to meet you too, and never send money to anybody you've only communicated with online or by phone.
Now I don't trust anybody behind their Instagram handles because everyone out here is lying.
The woman says she did file a police report, but police can't really do anything because she does not have a valid address or phone number for the alleged scammer. Now, we're also not showing his profile either because, one, police can't prove that he's the one who actually scammed her, and two, he hasn't been charged for anything. Now, she has, though, filed a complaint with the FBI, something that you are encouraged to do. Their website to file these complaints, these internet crimes, is ic3.gov. For TSR Investigates, I'm Justin Carter. Hello, roommates, and thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Do you want more TSR Investigates? Be sure to subscribe and check us out at theshaderoom.com.